Let's.
All right, greetings everyone. Welcome to another episode of All Mage Party. It's been a week because, of course, scheduling happens all the time, especially with a bunch of autists on Discord. Say hello, gang.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello, gang.
Hola.
There we go. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for specifically someone to repeat the words. Yes, last time on All Mage Party, this is the episode after the episode of Complete Silence, which I don't think I've actually removed from YouTube yet. So you can still watch that if you just want to see complete and utter silence. This last time, everyone returned to Westfield. You turned in things to the guild. The guild gave you a fancy little paycheck. And there was a curious encounter with William and a masked clown harlequin period. I don't know what the best descriptor is. Where he was trying to buy a ticket. There was some slight intervention from the party, but by the end of it, William did indeed purchase a ticket, and he began an incantation that immediately brought him over elsewhere. Thankfully, AC had put a beacon upon his close family member and decided to follow him along with Bucket. And for anyone that's watching, new things. We have music because I've decided to not live in the Stone Age anymore. And let's go over to where AC would see. Alright. So AC, you appear sometime after William had appeared. You're at the edge of a misty forest and, well, the border between a misty forest and what is a set up kind of gate with colorful pennants hanging over it. Some literature would describe this as a carnival. Let me see if I have this looping. Just make sure it doesn't... Yeah, there it is. William is just standing there, looking at one of the... what looks to be like one of the members of the local circus, watching over the gate. William seems ready to approach until he heard the pop of Isaac's teleportation behind him, and he said, "Oh, brothers, you've arrived. I suppose you're taking the trips that bring everyone else here, correct?"
That is the immediate plan for now. I may make a pit stop somewhere further out from the town first to leave the beacon in a more convenient place to reappear.
Quite alright then. I'm gonna talk with this gentleman to see if more guests are allowed. Since you are all so very much concerned with me not being here by myself.
Isaac will shuttle Cal back first to keep an eye on
Bright's here.
William. Yeah, Bright is here.
As I'm standing next to William, I decide to stop him from talking to the man that might check the fact that I don't have a ticket.
Well, the problem is, Bucket, you're on the wrong side of the gate if you want to not tell the person that you don't have a ticket and that you're free to just walk in.
Why does the gate stop the man?
You see, Bright, we're inside already. So You are volunteering unnecessary information.
No, you're not inside. You're on the wrong side of the gate.
Yes.
You
So
have to
when
get
has-
inside.
When has a gate stopped a man?
I'd
Isaac is
suppose
just
many a
plenty
time.
content to let the teleport beacon wander inside.
I suppose.
Leaving Bucket outside.
Oh, don't worry. These clowns will get theirs if they start making trouble.
How does Isaac want to resolve
Look
this?
around.
Now,
Do I see any security, or is it just clowns?
Well, I'm just gonna call him staff member for now. The staff looks to be like an unarmed Pariat, wearing gaudy, colorful clothing. The three-pointed hat with bells off the dangling ends of it. Wearing a white mask, and he doesn't seem to be armed. But of course,
Unarmed
this is.
squish.
But of course, this isn't
Unarmed
the
squish
Astra.
is my favorite.
You know, Astra and Imperium. People that don't have a weapon doesn't necessarily mean they're unarmed,
I suppose.
or not a visible weapon at least.
Although wizards are easier to deal with than soldiers for me.
If you say so.
Well, I suppose we let William wander.
that is very unadvisable.
Although wizards are easier to deal with. Well, I keep an eye on it. I just soldiers for me.
So, Isaac will make one trip back to grab the next person that is most useful in keeping William preoccupied for a little bit to get the rest of them.
Ah, yes, you grab the femoid to keep a man preoccupied. I understand.
Isn't she a dead child?
No?
I mean, she's a ghost person. Or wait,
No,
who did he
See,
say that?
my
she's a-
character is alive. Just
Isaac has come to the
how
conclusion
the
that the other person, Valak, is more suited to dealing with the person at the gate than dealing with William. Or not, definitely more suited to dealing with William, but he's definitely more suited to dealing with the person at the gate.
So you reappear in the marketplace, to your friends and family. They're standing nearby.
Oh, where did you go?
This time, Isaac steps inside of the cart to disappear with friends and family.
All right. You have a line that lifts its head somewhat slowly as you encroach on its space. Otherwise, yeah, you can safely teleport with Esbel, right?
Yep.
All right, so Esbel pops over. William kind of seems impatiently standing there.
Isaac just basically makes a keep him busy gesture and pops back out of it. Just not even bothering to explain. Just pops back out to grab the rest.
Teleports in.
Valak is next.
Brings family. Leaves with no explanation.
You
The next
picked the
time,
wrong. I really think you did pick the wrong person to do this for right now.
Oh, that's why you're the right person.
No. I mean, like, I can do this if I wasn't sick at the moment.
the next time that Isaac reappears in front of Valak, Valak's going to say to Isaac that before he takes Valak over, Valk's going to run down to the butcher and get some meat for the lion, so that to keep the lion
Happy.
happy before.
Isaac is very thinks this is a good idea. Hands him the pebble that says, "This is the return. Please go stash this in a back alley somewhere where we can reappear undisturbed on your way."
Okay.
And then takes basically comes to Fia and says that
You're next.
Next. Isaac says the other side seems safe enough to reappear. For now, we should regather there so that we can deal with whatever William has gotten himself into.
All right, and meanwhile, William, he's taking a look at the gate clown. The pair can clearly see that you guys are teleporting in one at a time. It's not like you've hidden yourselves a great deal or that you're extremely far away. You were just on like the edge of this forest and bordering between the forest and this carnival camp. There are noises of merriment within, and of course, William is getting curious. He's saying, "Sister, can we just go in and make it easier on Isaac to bring everyone in proper?"
I have no idea what's even happening. Isaac just disappeared, reappeared, and now I'm here. I don't know what's... All I know is that we're at a circus.
Oh,
This
fair
place
enough.
might be dangerous. It's best not to go in without backup.
Yeah.
Well, Isaac will be teleporting back shortly, so it might as well get inside.
There's still plenty of times for people to stab us without them being here. This teleportation business takes time.
Oh, hardly. I paid money to get in here. Why would they stab me?
Because you're with a bunch of people who didn't.
Well, I'm certain if you explain the circumstances to them, they'll be understanding. Not all places in the tower can be miserable cesspits of information loss.
You'd be surprised.
Your tower is a very strange place. Alright, so Isaac appears again with Via after some delay.
This time, Isaac stays on this side a little bit longer because Valak will be moving anyways with the beacon. So I'll just reappear wherever he is when I reappear. On this side, Isaac actually has an interesting plan. See, Isaac isn't particularly interested in the festival. He wants to see if he can go hire any of those clowns to take him to other continents. Because clearly they can teleport.
You can certainly
They can
plan
teleport
to.
to them.
I look around. Do I see any people who appear to be from the other continents? You know, pointy ears, weird clothing, stuff like that.
You do not see the crowds inside clearly through the carnival gate. But you do see people. Now, like strange demons or other monsters. Well, not mostly monsters. Let's say that. Humanoid shapes.
Humanoid shapes. If I see a single elf in there, I swear to God.
Why would elves be invited anywhere?
Good question. These are clowns we're dealing with, though.
You're treating them
Are
like
the clown's ears
they're
visible?
lawyers or merchants or bankers. Anyway. William
Let's
looks
get
at
on
Isaac.
the gang already.
Shouldn't you be getting Valak?
He's getting the cat food.
What an odd distraction at this
feel
time.
Yes, we do need an odd distraction for our cat. Isaac responds sarcastically.
Oh, won't the tower take care of it where we left the cat?
The tower does not stop existing because you stopped occupying it.
Well, there are some rooms in my tower that work like that, but not all of them.
None in this one. None in this one, not without active magic.
How do cats in your tower provide themselves sustenance?
They hunt.
Well, see, it's all settled. We don't need to get more food.
Considering you left it in a town, and the first thing it would want to hunt is people, it would probably end up dead before the time we got back if we didn't feed it.
Oh, nonsense. The memories were well trained on what to hunt.
As people.
And those
not
are...
part of those memories.
Oh yes, the cat is well memorized not to hunt us.
There's people other than us out there, you know.
I just bonk him on the head.
Ah, sister, what was that?
You're an idiot. That's what...
I have
It will
major
hunt
objections to
everyone
that.
else.
My wit is quite astute.
Your intellect, maybe. Your wit is lacking.
Maybe not even your intellect is there.
You certainly lack
William
wisdom.
probably has high intellect and very low wisdom. His wisdom modifier is probably negative.
Let's double check that, shall we?
I like how we all just took turns insulting Will.
And because he has such low
Conway.
wisdom, he didn't even tell. He couldn't even tell. It's such a great thing, isn't it?
He has several negatives, but I shall not go into that. Well then, since we are waiting for Valak to get some meat, there should be no issue conducting business with the businessman over there, is there not? Or is there?
Isaac
Right.
goes like, no. Isaac's gonna be in the let's conduct business party because Isaac has business to conduct, actual business.
Let's press onwards then. We can pick
Alright,
up our
so,
demonic companion.
The group gets closer to the Periette clown. He lifts his head. You see the smiling visage of his mostly white mask. Yes. Do you have your tickets? William, of course, now starts volunteering information if nobody stops him. Yes, we have one ticket. Afraid my friends here didn't.
Isabel just looks at Isaac.
Isaac basically at first Isaac asks, "Is there anywhere in this land to buy tickets?"
Periette tilts his head to one side. Everywhere in the land we sell tickets. Only one per location, though.
Has this land sold its ticket?
Quite right, yes.
Well, if you sold one, you must surely sell another now, right?
Isaac asks, "Have all locations sold their ticket?"
Not necessarily.
Either yes or no.
It's been quite a busy day. I would not know.
Are you able to contact anyone who can?
He exaggeratedly tilts his head to the other side and says, "I'm not quite sure."
Might be time to flex a bit of diplomatic muscle, but let's wait until Vela gets here at least.
But William says, "Good sir, I see you're a man of quite well reasoning and knowledge. Could you not make an exception for my compatriots here? They insist that they must go with me. They fear my safety for some strange reason." To which the Parrot mainly just laughs in response. A strange giggle to his voice.
Isaac would like to ask the clown if he sells tickets.
The clown says, "I might be able to sell a ticket or two. What is your price?"
All prices are negotiated.
Since you are asking for me for things I should not be giving in high supply, I assume you can start taking the highest bids then.
All right, let's try a little something here. Bucket steps up, standing as wide as he possibly could, looking real intimidating. There is a certain price you can put on not getting your ass handed to you.
You gonna roll intimidate? Ooh, that's insufficient.
Who is it? That's
For you, I think the price is a pauldron. What do you say?
How about the entire suit, and you let all my companions through?
The Parrot laughs. But why not? No skin off my back.
Not off mine either. I take the time to painfully doff my armor, making sure to take a bit extra time. Hopefully, Velik will be done by this point.
Because there are a bunch of straps and such, you might want to enlist the help of one of the party members there. No matter
I
how
want this
slowly
to be
you
as
wish to go.
Basically, we're stalling for time for Valak to finish.
Yeah.
Because
Alright, so-
the deal was all of our friends.
Yes.
So the Parrot taps his foot as you go. Sense motive checks, if anyone has them.
Who has? Do I have sense motive? I do not.
I don't have it checked.
I don't
Well,
have it checked, but I can roll it.
You don't need to have the. Holy shit, you guys suck. So, I guess Clever Duck's the only one that has a form of sense motive. For all you guys can tell, the clown is getting somewhat irritated at you taking so long.
Apologies for taking so long. This armor is ornate, and I do not trust any of my companions to handle it properly.
Of course. Very understandable. But I'm running a bit of schedule here. Lots of gate garden things to do.
Do I see anyone close to us?
No, you do not. Well, roll perception.
Oh, let's see, perception. That's something I do have.
No, you do not.
I just look at him
Hey.
I just look at him incredulously because there is clearly no one here.
Can you express incredulity underneath your buckets?
The bucket is very good at expressing complex emotions through a sheet of metal, okay? He's trained for this most of his life, alright?
Alright, so, AC, a good span of minutes have passed by. You're not quite sure. You didn't, like, leave a signal for Valak to indicate when he was done beating the meat, right?
Pull him back already.
No, I didn't. I would have just picked him up after roughly 15 to 20 minutes.
Well, it's like 5 or 6 minutes passing by. It's a very uncomfortable, quiet hearing Bucket rustle with his armor for...
Clank, clank.
Yeah.
Isaac... Let's see, where's my gold... Isaac would, ask the... We'll take out one of his gold coins and ask the clown, do these hold value in this land?
Money holds value in every land, good sir.
But not every land has the same money.
True as it is, money has value everywhere.
Isaac tosses him the gold coins, like, just for your time.
The clown seems to fumble with it a couple times before catching it in both his hands. And then he raises it up. Thank you, good sir. And then he stows underneath the cheek of his mask for whatever reason.
Creepy.
Can I get a sense motive on that?
I mean, you can try, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you'd be sensing particularly. Gut feeling is that the Paria is kind of toying with you. You don't know specifically what for. Of course, the mask and the attire makes it difficult, but yeah, at least recently he has been toying with you.
So,
I do not expect anything different from a man dressed as a clown.
We do live in a society, after all.
So, given that Bucket is just busy doing his own thing, Isaac will,
Ask him about hiring a clown to take you somewhere else.
Would Isaac know how far... No, Isaac will ask a party if they know how far the butcher was from where we departed?
Who was there to get the directions?
Valak had gotten the directions before.
We'd already been to the butcher.
We?
No, we hadn't.
Oh wait, had we for the other line?
I believe we have for one day, and well, I haven't, but I think someone came with Valak to do that. I don't remember though.
It was probably William at the time, and you're asking him, right?
We had all gone, as I remember it, we had all gone into town to go to the Hunters Guild. Valak asked the woman at the Hunters Guild where the butcher was, and that's when William diverted off into the
Okay, so yeah, it would have been
where
it would have been either Fia or Esbel that would remember that conversation. Fia could definitely tell you approximately how far it would be, and not more than
Has enough time passed.
Not more than a 10-minute trek through the town, depending on foot traffic.
Yes. So,
I turn to the usher, let's call him, and ask, Do you get many unscheduled visitors like us?
Only on Tuesdays, good sir.
Is it a Tuesday?
It is not, good sir.
Hard keeping track of time.
But it's certainly
It surely
Tuesday
cannot
somewhere.
be only. It surely cannot be only Tuesdays then.
Tuesdays are when the old man gets upset, sir. We cannot help it.
Old man?
Yes, he's an old man with a long gray beard.
Is he the owner of this fine establishment?
Oh, of course not. Why would an old man own an establishment?
What about a circus? Would an old man own a circus?
No man owns a circus.
Surely someone must pay for the tents.
I said no man owns a circus. And nobody pays
He's
for
a
the
woman
tents.
then.
You're half right.
Oh god, it's food.
As all of this autism is going on at the circus, Valak has guided the cart and brought Hamza the lion down the south road of the town, as I recall, towards the
All right.
butcher, and purchased a bunch of meat for the butcher. And Valak is now leading the cart and the lion out of the town, as he does not believe it's a good idea to leave
A lion in a cart alone in town for hours at a time.
And especially once Isabel stops concentrating on her glamour that was making the lion look like a giant dog, it will revert to looking like a lion in the middle of the town.
I don't know if... Actually, I think the spell of the glamour of Isabel faded because Isabel's out of range to concentrate on that glamour.
No, I actually read up on this, worrying about that. The way it works is that in order to initially place the glamour, you have to be within a certain range. But if the caster moves out of range, it will persist so long as the caster maintains concentration.
Is that for all illusions?
Yes.
That's a really
It
interesting
just-
property that should definitely be utilized.
It's just that nothing, once the caster moves out of range, they can't change anything about the illusion unless it's like a figment where the illusionist has a specific talent that can give the illusion pre-programmed instructions.
Right.
I'm just imagining this dog, quote unquote, just sliding across the floor as if it doesn't have animations.
All right. So, let's say time passes from Valak doing this. Do you want to? Well, you're
Since
not gonna-
Isaac had heard 10 minutes from Fia, he would have teleported whenever he thought 10 minutes had passed.
Okay, I'm telling you that is triggered. So.
Okay, teleport away. I can keep the usher busy for the few seconds it takes you to come back.
Alright, so Isaac, you appear somewhere in the back of the wagon. You see that the wagon is now leaving town. It just went through the gate.
Isaac will immediately take account of where the pebble has ended up and bring it back into his personal possession for a little bit.
Okay. It would be on the bottom, on the floor of the wagon.
Yes, but prudence is of utmost significance for when you have your return object
Yes.
possibly getting lost along the way.
Or lodged in a lion's belly.
Yes.
Ah, there you are, Brother Valk says. I thought it prudent to take the cart and feline friend out of town. Is there a place where you and the others are, that we could take the cart and for it, or are we going to have to find some place to keep it here?
Isaac replies that unfortunately I am not yet astute enough to take the cart with us, and it should be assumed that the others are so significantly far from us that it is just hopeless to bring the cart with us.
See. In that case, I think it would probably be best that we hide the cart somewhere here outside of town.
How far have we gotten away from town, Vernon?
You're like only like about 3 or so minutes from the town gate. Riding
Then Isaac will look outside, see this, and propose that we commission ask the guards to commission someone to watch over this line, as opposed to just leaving it somewhere. Just, hey, do prudence, please go inform the Hunters Guild that there is a lion stationed at this location. It is assumed to be tamed, but keep caution, it is not fully tamed.
I don't think that they would be okay with that. Is it possible for us to bring the lion with us?
The lion most certainly can come with us, but I don't think we'll be able to buy a ticket for it.
But you could sell it
I like
to the
that's the
circus.
concern.
You could sell the lion to the circus.
Yeah, actually.
That is
I
also
had
a good
that same
proposal, but
thought.
Isaac is not there to hear it.
I mean,
Valak, I was actually having that same thought, and I say, the circus might end up being a better home for the lion than we can. So I think it would be a good idea to bring him with us, and I just don't trust it.
And the cubs.
And the cubs to leave it here.
Isaac considers that a very good idea. Isaac will bring you, once we've found a place that we're content, Isaac will bring you back first to open negotiations, and then shuttle the line afterwards, because Isaac does have unwilling teleport, I think? Spells, let me look. No, not unwilling.
Are you gonna try to...
the lion is willing, though, because it is,
It is somewhat willing, yeah.
his thing.
Have you ever tried to move a lion from its place that it's content with?
Have you tried to move a normal cat from a place it's content with?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Valak also wants to bring his now familiar pet cat with him.
Well, it'll be. It's a class feature. It's treated as something that's on your person. Yeah, so,
To what extent can me and Valak convey to this lion that its food is where I'm taking Valak?
Do you have handle animal skill?
Alec does.
Well, do a handle animal skill. Get higher than 15, and you can convey that good enough. You do not convey that well enough. You might just have to leave the lion there.
Womp.
But the cubs are more impressionable. You could probably pick up a cub and just teleport away with it.
So, Isaac will still bring Valak back first.
Yep. What's your limit on people that you can bring with you?
Currently anyone touching me.
Okay, so you can.
Both lion and...
Hey, so you can just touch one of those other things as well.
Yes, but it does. If it's not one of our party members, they just default get, or even our party members do get a saving throw. But I can theoretically just bring them with me, and they'd have to check against. Let me look it up. Spells.
Well, you don't have to look up. Let's say you can get like the
Yeah.
cubs in the same trip that you have Valak, but the big cat is not going to go.
I also basically have an unlimited amount of temps because in the
Well, you have time, and also
with time.
both in game and out of game, you're spending time doing this.
Yes.
So let's just get this done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
this episode is just us fucking with the gate.
yes, Bright, you've stalled as long as you possibly can, fumbling with your belts, and by the time you reach that, Isaac appears with Valak, and Valak has a trio of cats under his arm.
Wonderful.
2 lion cubs and his familiar.
Familiar,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Good timing, friends.
Oh, you're just
Isaac-
full of surprises, aren't you?
Isaac will come up to the guy at the gate and ask if they purchase or adopt lions.
For 3 gold,
Alec
we can,
sets
we
down
can adopt them.
So we're the
I'm
ones.
sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
He said for 3 gold, he can adopt them.
They would clearly be making you money when you train them.
Obviously, you do not know how the greatest show on earth does things. Our greatness is not
That
in
is
living
true, I do.
creatures.
Circus without trained animals? What tomfoolery is this?
No, it's Joe foolery.
Jim foolery, I say.
See, as much as these clowns seem to mess with people, they do seem to abide by contracts. So I'm very tempted just to hand him the 3 gold to get rid of the lions.
It would probably be worth it.
Seeing Bucket stripping off his clothes, Valak says, "Oh, is this some sort of burlesque that we've arrived at?"
He lost a bet.
Yes, I lost. Are you going to go get the large lion?
Isaac is basically wants to. Isaac will then ask, "And how much for an adult lion?"
We do not take adult lions.
I suppose it will have to stay wherever you park the cart. I can't stall with the summer any longer.
Yeah. So Isaac is content with the current state. We might as well. It might be. Isaac will ask one last question to the clown. Are we
Okay.
free to take our pets with us?
I guess that might need to be 1 additional ticket for the pet.
You did say the armor covers the cost of everyone.
Yes, all our friends are coming with us.
Who everyone is.
Furthermore, it's just all our friends were for the armor.
But you asked if did you ask the landlord if pets were allowed?
We are not planning to stay here for long.
Oh, you can say that now. All squatters say that. Anyway,
What a squatter pets were allowed?
AC, were you paying that guy to take the lions? The lion
If
cubs?
he's not also taking the adult, the cubs might be more beneficial with the adult.
Yeah.
More mouths to feed and watch over,
Yes, but I just so happen to have acquired this wonderful ability called sustenance.
We will
I mean,
create
yeah.
kibble for the lions.
All the magic power in the world, and you use it to make kibble.
That fits the party just to a T.
Okay, so we're going in with the lions, right?
Yes. Or
Okay, I look at the clown and say, once I hand this armor to you, our contract is complete and we can enter, right?
Sure thing. And to bring in pets, the price for that is 1 handstand.
Which one of you has the best acrobatics?
See, that's all. Isaac is fully content with that. If only he had the proper Isaac. See, Isaac is actually warming up to these people.
Fia just goes ahead, and without saying anything, just flips over, essentially.
Wonderful.
Fia cartwheels into a handstand.
That covers the handstand, I believe.
Wonderful. You can bring 2 of the cats in.
Why only 2?
You can leave one of the lion cubs with me.
For
Why
free,
you-
Isaac asks.
Marginally free.
Very well.
Just think happy thoughts.
If you
And you
are the
won't
rest of you
have
okay
the lion
with the
come
cat?
to any harm with you. Valacast.
Oh, no harm. Why would you assume harm would come to the lion cub? Really, you should be concerned about me. I'm dealing with a lion here.
Yes, but it's a very tiny lion.
Have you seen fairies? Have you seen how tiny they are? You can still rip your eye out.
I haven't seen fairies since I lost that eye.
See? He knows. That's why he wears that bucket on his head.
But of course.
Oh, I just assumed it was because he was ugly.
The clown rubs his chin. That might be the case as well.
I suppose that's why you stuff gold in your mask, thinking it'll make you prettier.
No, it just makes me shinier. Anyway, that line? Alright, AC did say you would have to go if
Okay, so I actually do have a solution for this. I can teleport the lion that's not coming with us back to the teleport beacon. Without me.
Okay.
And do so.
Isaac will reply, "No need, good sir. It still has a home. For now. You are welcome to make us a better offer on our way out."
How about I give you a mask?
No need, I have my own.
Isaac ponders for a moment. And what color would this mask be?
Turquoise and, mother's love.
Isaac says, "Oh, that's unfortunate. I prefer red. I think it is best that it goes back to its home."
How about a black and white mask, then?
Isaac responds again. Red is, at the end of the day, is best.
Ah, if I get the mask in print, it'll be red all over.
Isaac thinks again. Can you customize the print?
Of course, for the price of 1 lion cub.
So Isaac
Can't
ask
you
for-
recover
No, no,
it with
Isaac-
cantrip?
Isaac will now ask for a map to the thing he seeks most. Printed on the mask.
Both I and the the clown laugh. But of course, and he unlaces his outer coat a bit, and he pulls something from within his breast, and he has something that looks mask shaped. You can't see the other side of it, so you just see like the inside of the mask. It's like a silver foil coating the inside. It's like a half mask, though. There's is your mask, good sir. Your lion?
Isaac will inspect the print first.
He holds it away from you first. Look, it's a trade here, friend.
And then Isaac will ask him, what is the name of the place it leads to?
Toilet.
I think we spent too much time with this.
No.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but my brother here isn't authorized to trade these lion cubs.
Do you want this mask then?
No, I think I'll be fine without it. We'll just take the lion cubs back to their parent lion, and just go in with my familiar here.
He lets out an audible sigh, and then he puts the mask away, and he relaces his outer coat. Very well then.
Are we ready to go?
Can I get the place he said the mask leads to in writing?
I'll write it in the Gilded chat.
Isaac will definitely be making a trip there.
So,
all right, are we ready?
Yeah. So Valak tells Isaac to send both of the cubs back to Hamza.
All right, so you do that, right, Isaac?
Yes.
All right,
And all
so
the cats.
the lion cubs disappear with a flash, and he says, "Negotiations are complete. You go right ahead inside." He bows low, and then snaps back up, and the gate just slowly opens by itself.
I didn't even hand him my armor.
Well, it's on the floor.
Yes. I pick up the armor, and I try to put it in his hands, right?
Okay.
Does he take the armor?
Yes, he does. And he acts like it is he looks very unstable holding the armor, like he's gonna fall over with all the heavy metal plates in his arms.
I walk 5 feet back. The negotiations
when
are
you
complete.
no
Yes.
I know what you're gonna do, but you take a few steps away, and he shouts back, "Sir, you forgot your armor."
I teleport the armor onto myself because it's bound armor.
Keep the change. And just waves you guys away so you can go into the carnival.
And one of you cast
Isaac is actually quite endeared to these clowns.
One of you cast.
They're very
Death
amusing
Knight on me.
characters.
I do not want whatever he may have slipped on there as an enchantment.
We can do some.
You turn your head to talk to them, and you hear something rattling in your helmet. Some metal objects.
He put a coin
let's-
in it.
Let's see.
Okay.
Perception. Does Isaac hear the metal rattling? Nope.
Nope.
Isaac's not interested.
Valik, you like money. You want to roll perception? Yeah, you can definitely hear that faint noise in the helmet. But not to the obsessive degree.
Has some sort of screw come loose in your helmet there, friend?
The clown gave me his change. Bloody bastard.
Alright, do you want to like shake the helmet so the coin comes out?
I take the helmet off, revealing the mask. That is also just a helmet beneath it, and I shake the coin out.
Alright, so a gold coin then just falls onto the floor
Ooh,
beneath
one
where you're
extra
shaking
gold.
your helmet.
Well, what now?
Isaac will look for the first clown that was not the clown that he just talked to.
Alright, so within you're in a, well, it would be a clearing, of course, if there weren't so many people, but there are people from seemingly different nationalities and cultures just meandering about. There are, like on the art here, there's tall clowns doing juggling, not with like normal, like weighted implements, but they're like fiery. They're fiery and they're shocking. Like you see them doing like pretty abstract movements to grab these things, even dipping so low that they have to squat with their obviously stilted legs. There are a couple guys just standing around talking with a pair of clowns somewhere. But there is definitely one clown alone. It's a rather large clown with a droopy face on the mask. Of course, it's a two-pointed hat on his head. And you wanted to go up to him?
Yes, Isaac will will draw the personal attention. Good sir, the man at the gate told me that the place I needed to see most was the toilet. Where is the nearest toilet?
Silently, the clown just lifts one of his arms and points in a direction between two tents. You can definitely see some like wooden shed-like things constructed over there, over yonder.
Isaac notes their location.
Okay.
Say, if I wanted to get a job at this fine place of work, I assume, who would I talk to?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking the clown.
Which one? The one that AC asked?
Yeah, one ace, yes.
That clown tilts his head to the side to a very strange, 60-degree angle. No, 45-degree angle. Let's go there. Then,
as long as it's not 90 degrees.
Then he points over to a large tent that is somewhat distant from you guys, considering the crowds of people that are around here.
So, we can either check the toilet, or we can go try get some answers. Toilet's
Isaac was
first.
just
William
I imagine.
breaks in and he says, why not check with all these people? These are obviously mages of some kind. We can examine their magical works. Why are we in a rush?
Isaac tells William that our ticket home, our guaranteed ticket home, has a time frame. If we miss it, we're not going home, or back to the town we came from.
But why would we want to return to that tower? It's less interesting than here.
I have my
Isaac says,
stuff there?
Isaac says, brother, I can leave a beacon back here, but it was most prudent to leave places in both locations until we decide on which we wish to stay in.
Oh, very well.
Not all things are as they seem.
And all of our gear is back at the other tower.
Yeah. Even if we stay here, yeah, like Valak says, we will need to return for our stuff.
Oh, very well. He kind of adjusts his collar. Lead the way in where you wish to go, then.
Well, Isaac's just curious of the location of the thing he said was important. Also, they're very useful because it's a enclosed box that I can step inside and disappear and not be disturbed disappearing.
Let's go to the toilets first. If the clown wasn't just fucking with us, then there might be something useful in there, and going straight to the big man's tent might result in a fight.
Okay. So you walk through the crowds. Let's see. Going to the toilet region. A child runs by a couple of you, but bumps into let's say he bumps into Fia. Then he falls down on his bum after doing so. He then apologizes and then gets up and starts running away again.
Alec is going to do a sense motive on the kid.
Yeah, perception check.
Check your pockets, ladies.
Oh my! I did not steal my money.
Since this involves metal, Isaac will give it a try. Slightly better. Still not enough.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can see. God damn it.
You all are very terrible at
Also, Fia technically wrote a perception, not a sense motive.
Yeah. Well, Valak was looking for a sense motive. He was seeing what the kid was doing. Anyway. Oh, Esbel.
Oh, wow.
Esbel definitely saw that kid putting his hands in one of Fia's pockets. Let's see. Definitely took out something
what does
shiny
he
from
take?
within. What money do you have on you, Fia?
50
That's an awful
gold,
generous question.
30 silver, and 59 copper.
Yeah, you'll have to count those coins afterwards to figure out what you missed.
How far away is the kid?
He's running. So
All right, Valak is going to.
Yeah.
Well, does Isabel point out?
Yes,
First.
I was about to say. Fia, that kid just took something from your pocket.
So Valak turns around and he, in front of the kid, he's going to create the illusion of a lion. Very angry lion.
Alright, so the kid was about to dart into the crowd, but then a lion appears and he stops in his tracks and falls down onto the floor again.
The lion moves over towards him, growling.
As you're trying to do your intimidation thing, a couple of the clowns appear. Let's see. What's your magic skill defense? That would be your
I don't know what that is.
yes, this would be written in the Spheres of Power rule set. Let me. I'll look at it
11
myself.
plus casting class level.
Okay, so it'd be 15.
Oh. Yes. Probably.
I have to roll, so. Okay, so you were trying to do something with the lion, but you saw one of the the clowns appear. You see one snap his fingers, and the lion vanishes. They both hold out their hands before the little kid, waggling their fingers, jazz hand style, as if they're trying to assure him, but they're both silent.
Isabel does go up to the child and
Valak walks over to the clowns and says, I'm sorry for the disturbance. I believe this little boy took something from my sister.
And Isabel goes to the little child of, I believe you have something that's not yours. I'm not well today.
The child, of course, says, no, I didn't.
We saw you took something from Fia's pocket. Would I be able to tell how much you took from my perception roll?
You wouldn't know exactly, but you'd know that a couple coins were taken.
Alright.
One of the clowns squats next to the child and not checking his hands, he pulls a coin and another coin from behind the kid's ears and hands it over to Fia. Fia?
Yes, I just take them.
Alright. And the clown says, do enjoy the show. And no more disturbing the crowd.
Alex says, yes, of course. I'm sorry about that. We didn't understand the rules. If we have any other problems, we'll talk to one of you before we do something ourselves.
The clown waves at you dismissively, like he's shooing you to run along. The other clown, of course, meanwhile, is taking the kid aside.
I hope that kid doesn't get killed.
See, Isaac, it asks Fia to count her total. Because Isaac is very, very certain that the clown didn't give back everything.
Well, 50 gold, 30 silver, 59 copper. That's what I have written.
Well, you'd have to take out your wallet and look through all the coins, and
Yeah.
because the coins that you got were 2 gold ones, so.
I'm just curious. It would be most efficient to count just care about the copper and silvers immediately before verifying the gold.
Taking out your money in the middle of a crowd is not a good idea. Let's get somewhere safer first, at least.
All right, so you guys continue walking around a little. You're going towards the direction of the wooden sheds. The crowds are a bit thinner here, of course. Some people, noble, peasant alike, seem to avoid the outhouse structures that seem to be there. One of them has a door with a crescent moon on it, and the other has like sun on the horizon, but the horizon's upside down on it. And the one with the sun upside down is has a sign that says out of order.
How do you break a medieval toilet?
Well, you say that.
It's just.
Would you like to open the door, good sir?
Do you
and find
want to
out?
check?
Isaac will step.
What? Just a quick question. What could I attempt a knowledge roll to recognize any of the symbols?
Beyond what the plain pictography is, I mean you can, but you're not going to get much more than celestial object and other celestial objects.
Man, clowns.
Because I wonder if they're basically code for male, female.
No.
Yes, they are. Clowns have some really fucked up genders.
Well, you never know. The upside down sun might mean Australia. It's the Australian toilets.
One flushes clockwise, the other flushes counterclockwise. That's the only difference.
So what we sense from the one with the upside down sun is an overwhelming sense of malice. Furthermore,
I just gently
Okay.
push the door open on the out of order one.
Okay. You open up the door, and what you see is something, an area larger than what you would imagine the wooden box shape. Well, it's rather poor wood at that. Would betray. There's kind of like a long hallway, and on both ends of it are toilets, but they're not placed on the ground. They're placed on the ceiling. The places for you.
Definitely Australian.
I opened the other one.
The other one, of course, is completely normal. There's the wooden seat and the hole for you to do your business into.
Is the sign attached to the door or is it etched into the door?
The sign is attached to the door.
I closed the door on the sun one and flipped the sign over.
Okay, yeah. You flip the sign over and there's
Open
no
the door again.
Okay, you
I'm
open up the
toilet's
door
normal.
again and okay. We're probably gonna close the session here in about 10-20 minutes anyway, so take care, Cal. Well, he's gone, so audience, Cal left the building for right now. Of course, I was referencing Australia. Alright, so you flip the sign over, indicating that it's no longer out of order. You open up the door again, and it's you see like a vast prairie plain, like slightly brown dyed grass, and after a moment, you hear a roar coming from a direction. Do you want to keep the door open?
Not particularly, no.
You swiftly close the
Isaac-
door.
Isaac will take the out of order sign and place it on the other one,
Okay.
and open the door.
All right. Jeez, are you doing this? Well,
You showed us an interesting phenomenon. Of course, we're going to
I
explore
knew this was
how
going
it
to happen.
operates.
Yes, but okay. All right. So you put the. Do you have the out of order part facing outside or?
Outside, yes. I'm starting with out of order.
Okay, so you open up the door. The room's dimensions are about the same, but instead of that wooden seat with a hole in the ground, you just see kind of like an alligator. Standing's not the right word for it. It's vertically inclined, but its mouth is wide open.
So the sign is what's special.
I guess we're taking the
Have
sign.
you checked though?
Now Isaac has an immediate impulse to put this out of order sign on the gate he came from into this place.
Oh no.
I stop Isaac's impulse and tell him, wait until we leave.
Isaac says, good idea.
Have you checked the stall that you took the out of order sign off of now that it doesn't have the sign on it?
Isaac again realizes this is a good point and checks the one that was both briefly without any sign on it.
All right.
Starting with the one that was originally normal.
You open up that door and you just see darkness. Boundless darkness.
So Isaac would like to open a extra dimensional room below this porta potty.
Oh no.
All right. So you try doing that, and it doesn't fall through.
Excellent, an immovable object. Isaac is now enamored with the potential of this very interesting object.
That clown wasn't lying. This really was the object of your desires.
Isaac is now of the opinion that we should stay.
Hold on. I have an idea. The upside down sun one. When I flipped the out of order sign, it took us to a field, right? What if I flip the sun? What if I flip the sun side or the sun sign right side up? Will it just give us a normal toilet?
Well,
Is the sun a sign or a car?
It's etched into the door.
Is the door attached with hinges?
Yes. No, you can't just take the hinges off.
Because what if we had put the door in upside down? What would have happened then?
No, I'm thinking if we can flip the room over, one of us enters the room, then the door gets flipped over. Are we on the ceiling? Does gravity suddenly apply reverse to us?
Isaac replies with, "Let's not perform experiments with our real body until we are certain of the operating principles."
Probably a good idea. Yeah, I am
Isaac
so curious about being fly using the power of toilets.
Isaac is also very tempted to put this sign on his portal to his extra dimensional room.
I'll try it.
Isaac is very hesitant because that's his extra dimensional room.
Okay, I think
Yes, but you can
one of
always
these
make new one.
experiments you're trying to do can be. We can summarize this more with a spellcraft check. Of course, failure of this does reap some consequences for your characters.
Alex suggests that we should probably put things back the way we found them, then, because the people that operate this this circus might not appreciate us messing with things in this manner.
I doubt these people appreciate us regardless.
Yes, that's also likely true. We are seldom appreciated wherever we go.
Womp womp womp.
I vote for keeping the out of order sign.
Isaac points out that we can return for the out of order sign.
Speaking of returning, how much time do you have left on your beacon?
Isaac would know that.
You've only spent like an hour so far, at most.
Cool. So we have 3 left, roughly. Now, Isaac is returning to his last beacon, to the beacon in the overworld, or not the overworld, the main place we were last.
Did you leave the sign?
Regardless of where or what he's doing, when there's 30 minutes left, approximately.
Okay, alright. So you're not doing it now.
Now, Isaac will do one last experiment. He will restore everything to the way it was and attempt to go back to the beacon in where we left from.
So you're leaving everything back to the way it was.
Yes, we're restoring everything to its normal state, the state we found it in.
And then you're teleporting away.
I'm basically confirming that I'm still able to return to the cart.
Okay. Alright, so you teleport. It's successful. William says to Bucket, of course, see, you do have rooms that sometimes do not exist.
Also, Isaac will move the pedal away from where the lion can eat it.
Okay.
This room isn't normal in this realm.
Are you certain? Who would make an unusual toilet?
We are at a carnival.
I don't get your logic, good sir.
Everything here is unusual.
Alright, so Isaac, you're teleporting back after that's done?
Yep. Isaac tells the party, "Good news, brothers. We can return back at any time we want, but we should assume they have the ability to stop us if they know we're trying."
We could always run into the toilet.
Now, Isaac has one last question that he will only answer if we have to do that. What happens if he puts the out of order sign on the inside of the door?
Have you tried?
One would assume the other side of the door would be out of order, and I don't think that's a smart idea.
Yes, that's why Isaac will only attempt it if we're being chased inside of this place.
What, do you work for Somnosculpt now?
Yes. We're playing some Superliminal here, aren't we?
Unironically, that there's so many things about these two toilets alone that just need. Isaac is now firmly of the opinion that this is the superior place to stay.
There's magic here.
If we had if this weren't the Astro Imperium, and if we had our gear here, I might be inclined to agree.
Isaac responds.
Alec takes a look around at the crowd going through the circus. Are there people dressed up in any kind of costumes or anything other than the clowns?
Other than the clowns, you're not certain if what the other people are wearing can be defined as costumes. Like, you see like vast cultural differences among some people. You might see like you can see a man wearing a turban and slightly darker skin walking by while he's wearing robes. You might see another guy wearing a jerkin. You might... Everyone is quite varied.
Okay, but
How
there's
close
nobody...
does the first guy look? How close
There's
does the
nobody
first guy that wears the turban look to Justin Trudeau?
He doesn't look similar to Justin Trudeau, but there is a Cuban man somewhere nearby, probably.
But there's nobody that say wearing something that, like, basically, if Valk were to let his
Conceals their. Well,
let his
Who'd there
glamour
be?
drop, would a tiefling look out of place here?
For the most part, these people seem human.
Okay.
Though you do see some people with, how to describe it, taller heads than others. Not on the same level like, let's put a movie reference to this, cone heads. Not that level, but like instead of a 4 head, they have like a 6 or an 8 head.
5 head. Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
back in a second.
All right.
But
But
nothing
you'd still
as-
be out of.
as distinctly different as a tiefling. They still look vaguely. They still look relatively human.
Yes.
Is there a worker nearby, a clown or a mime or something?
Yes. There'd be.
I walk up to them. I walk up to them politely and ask them if I can, if I were allowed to ask them some questions.
The clown you talk to is wearing black and white all over. His outfit is checkered with diamond patterns. There's a red nose on his mask that's quite enlarged. He nods his head and holds a blank piece of paper in front of him.
Do you want me to write my question on that?
The clown shrugs.
I take the piece of paper
All right.
and I pull out a charcoal from my bag
All right.
and I write. Does the greatest show in the world? I put trademark, the trademark symbol after it.
Okay.
Does the greatest show in the world trademark serve only this realm, or do you have customers from other realms?
All right. So you fill
And
fill the paper the best you can with the charcoal, and you hand it back to the. Well, were you finish?
Yes.
Okay. The clown turns it over, looks at it, then holds the paper up horizontally. He shakes the paper a little. You see like the words bounce off the page and then just fly up in the air slowly, like they were ash caught into like a heat drift or something. And then he turns the blank page to you. Let's see. Yeah, but the blank paper to you, and you see some letters just slowly appear on the page that say "Only to humanity."
I see. I didn't answer my question in full, though. I was wondering if. I'm wondering if they would send the clown to the tower these guys came from. Because most of them are human, right?
To your knowledge, yeah.
I take the paper again and I write, "Is the paper magic or is it you?" and hand it back.
All right. Instead of last time where he just shook the words into the sky, he just kind of waves the paper and the charcoal just falls to the ground. And instead of showing off the paper again, he tilts his head to one side, says, "We are all magic here."
Hmm. But that spell, was it something created by your magic, or is the item you're using magic?
The clown then just holds a finger to their lips and then shoos you off.
Bastard. Look, I was just seeing if I could get some easy magic items from this place. Seems like a nice place to
you gonna
stock up.
steal some magic paper?
I am going to steal everything that is magical these people haven't nailed down.
Were you a lawful
If the
character?
toilets were movable, I would have... no. I am just a good character. Chaotic good.
I must steal this stuff.
If the toilet wasn't nailed down, I would have taken it with me.
Alright,
Sorry about that.
Alright, so you finish your inspection of the toilets and you've played with a couple of the clowns so far. This is where William comes forward and says, well, shall we go to the big tent now, or do we keep perusing?
When he says big tent, does he mean the central tent or the tent where the man who might give us a job resides?
I like how you distinguish the two of those as that they weren't the same place.
Oh, they aren't? Oh, they are?
There's one place in this ground that constitutes a big tent, and it's a real big tent.
Oh, so it's just one massive tent instead of a ton of smaller ones.
Oh, there are a few smaller ones here. Yes, they're like a quarter the size of that big tent, though.
I figured the administration would have been done in one of the smaller ones.
So you think?
This is a circus. They don't know business.
And we all just live in a society.
Yeah. Well, let's head to the big tent then.
Alright, and this is a good time for a... Well, if I made more time for today, I'd say break, but this is a good time for just a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be uncovering more of what's going on here at this this carnival. Anyone have any words you want to say, or actions you want to make clear before we end the session today?
I am back. What happened?
I just talked to a clown.
Yes, you
Okay.
talked to Colin.
And
My
we
beacon is
confirmed
at
that-
satisfactory duration, and I'm
Yeah, we're about to end it here shortly.
Yep.
Anyhow, we confirmed that the clowns only serve the humans, so no elves.
Alright. So, thank you everyone on YouTube for joining us. Thank you players for being here today. I know some of you have naps to take and some people have been sick. Cal's already left because of that. And hopefully we'll be able to do this again next week at the same time, since it seems to work
We
for
really
people.
need to set. This time does work for me, but we really need to set up something better. Because half the people here are either dead or dying.
Well, one person lives in Australia, the other person lives like a 24-hour difference from Australia, so Well, nearly 24 hours. It's morning for him and night for the other, so...
Well,
Alright, we don't need to talk scheduling while we're doing this. Thank you, YouTube, for watching, and maybe I'll post this on Odyssey sometime soon. Ta-da.